Hi there, everyone. Mandy here, and today we are going to make y'all know that I love my mug cakes because these kind of give me a little bit of a sweet treat, I guess. So today, to celebrate that fall is actually coming and is on its way, we're going to do a keto pumpkin mug cake. I will give you the recipe that I'm kind of following, but I made it my own by doing a couple of things that I like to do. So, and as I always start out one of these with these recipe, the recipe videos that I have, I always start out by saying, I try to get as much as I can that's organic, that's natural, that's, whatever. Of course, we can't always do that. So we do what we can. And especially with things being a little bit limited at the grocery store, we get what we can. So first and foremost, let's get started. So you're going to pick a microwave safe mug. Of course, I chose a mug that was for fall because it's about to be fall. And I don't know if you are somewhere where you are like, maybe please don't rush fall, but I'm rushing it because we live in the deep, deep South. It is hot down here. So we're ready for a little bit of a different climate. So anyway, we're going to start in the microwave, in a white microwave safe mug. Make sure it's microwave safe. You're going to add your butter and heat in the microwave until completely melted. Only heat a few seconds at a time, swirling in between so that the butter does not overheat and splatter. So that's my biggest thing is it splatters all the time because sometimes I end up leaving it. But you're only going to take 1 tablespoon. So 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm going to put it in the microwave. Usually my microwave, it only takes like 30 seconds, but yours could be a little bit different. So just fill it out a little bit. Also, let's see, I forgot to open up my pumpkin. This does not take a whole can of pumpkin, but especially during this time of year, if you're using pumpkin anyway, might as well just take it and then store the rest of it in a bowl and put it in the fridge. Okay, a couple more seconds probably. All right, now we're going to put our butter to the side because we don't need that anymore, and get our mug out. And we're going to grab our puree, the pumpkin puree. Forgot to open it before we did it, but I'm sure you can find this brand in your store. Sometimes I'll get the organic brand. I couldn't find it this time, but once the butter is melted, you're going to, I thought it was time for the pumpkin puree. It is not. The next step would be, once butter is melted, add in, pumpkin puree and then an egg. Okay, I cannot read. If you have ever done a recipe with me, you know that I can't read half the time anyway. So you're going to take 2 tablespoons of pumpkin. So 2 tablespoons, there's 1. And here's 2. All right, got that. All right, set the pumpkin puree to the side because here in just a little bit, I am going to put it into a bowl and store it in the fridge. And also, you have probably heard me talk about these. This is totally off the subject, but you've heard me probably talk about these on my other video. If I've used the microwave, I keep this in my microwave all the time. It's like it's a shield for things if like your plate, whenever you heat it up or whatever, so it doesn't pop. And if it does pop, it stops it right here so it doesn't splatter on all of your microwave. I have that in my Amazon store and I will link it right here, but I always tell about it whenever I see it because I think it's the best thing ever. Okay, then you're going to add your egg. From there, you're going to whisk vigorously, it says, until batter is smooth and no egg streaks are seen. So I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands because my egg goop all over the place. You can actually see at least my dishes are clean, right? And not dirty, but you're seeing the real kitchen here. Things are not always in their place all the time. So stirring vigorously. Some people do like to get a whisk and do this. I don't normally because I'm one of those people that doesn't want to clean up all of the extra stuff. So I'm just going to stick to my spoon, but some people do. You can do that if you like. I don't see a huge difference. So I don't have any egg streaks though. I don't know if you can see that, but so we're good. All right, and then you're going to add in the rest of your stuff. Calls for coconut flour and does not call for that much of it though. It's a tablespoon and a half. Thought I had all my stuff out here too and ready, but I don't. I'm going to wash this really fast. I wasn't as prepared as I thought that I was this time. Okay, so coconut flour. 1 and then 2. Then you're going to add your sweetener. Put that to the side. You're going to add your sweetener. This is just personal preference of what you like, but I like, this is my sweetener of choice. If you have ever watched a video of mine or read a blog of mine, you know that this is my go-to all the time. Whether it calls for brown sugar or not, I'm always going to use this. It just has a great taste to it. It doesn't taste like sweetener. So this is what I use. It's the Trivia brown sugar blend. So I even put this in my coffee. I use it all the time. So some people may not like adding brown sugar, but it's my go-to. So you're going to add 1 tablespoon of that. And like I said, I use it in my coffee in the morning, and it's kind of like having, have you ever had those brown sugar lattes at Starbucks? It kind of tastes like that. It's really good. Okay, then you're going to grab the baking powder. You need 1/4 of a teaspoon of that. Then this recipe calls for 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon and then 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. But I do not use those. I make my own blend of pumpkin pie spice, or I buy it at the store. This time I bought it at the store. And I do 1/2 cup of the pumpkin pie spice. So I think it just adds a little bit of more flavor and a little bit more kick to it, and I really like it. So you're going to add all those ingredients together, whisk it together until batter is smooth. Yep. Yep. Well, it's not a muffin, but okay, then All right. When it's smooth in there, mix it as much as you can. I think I got it all mixed up. Make sure you get the sides. Get it? Okay. All right. Now we're good. Make sure it's all even. So it cooks evenly. All right. From there, you're just going to set your cup into the microwave. It says up to 1:45 or 2 minutes, but usually I start with like a minute and then I work my way up. Usually my microwave only does like about minute to 20 seconds. So there you have it. Some people do ask me all the time if I like the flavor of coconut flour. It just depends on what you're cooking with it and what you're baking with it. I don't feel like the pumpkin mug cake or either pumpkin muffins, it makes it taste bad. I think it actually complements each other. So I do like this. With certain other baking recipes, I do like almond flour better, but for this or any other pumpkin baking goods, I don't mind the coconut flour. It actually kind of complements each other. Again, I can smell it. It smells so good. Let's see. That was a minute. It's still a little bit tacky, so some of it came off a little bit. So I'm just going to set it in there for like 15 more seconds, and then that's it. It's good. So that's all I'm going to do. You can top this with whipped cream, a sugar-free whipped cream, if you wanted to, or a regular whipped cream. You can also top it with heavy cream, like heavy whipping cream like this, if you wanted to. If for some reason, yeah, not tacky at all. I don't know if you can really see, it's not moving now and it's cooked through. If for some reason this recipe comes out and it's kind of dry, and sometimes it can do that whenever you're baking anything keto or low carb or anything like that, it could come out a little bit dry. So if it does, if you wanted to, you could just add a little bit of whipping cream on the top of it, and it just kind of makes it a little bit not so dry anymore, and it just gives it a little bit of a oomph. So there you have it. That is my version of a keto pumpkin mug cake. And you can find the recipe at my blog, and you can also find all the ingredients here. I'm going to put it in the comment, or put it in the link right here with the video here on YouTube. So you can find all the ingredients, and you can also find that link to my blog. You can also find me in other places like on Instagram, all those places. And I don't know why I'm talking with my hands so much, but you can find all those links too. So until next time, let me know how you enjoyed your keto pumpkin mug cake.